Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in American coin history. The 1963 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been valued as high as $1.6 million. Stick around to find out how to identify this coin, why it's so valuable, and what you should do if you have one. First, a little background. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, commemorating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia in 1963 had no mint mark, but the Lincoln pennies in that year almost always looked the same. Well, some collectors have identified a rare variation, one that's considered a true minting error or an extremely limited production piece, making it highly sought after. When a coin is missing its mint mark or has unusual characteristics, collectors call it a mint error or a variety, and these coins can skyrocket in value. So how can you tell if your 1963 penny is this valuable no mint mark variety? Here are some key things to look for. The coin must be dated 1963 with absolutely no mint mark. Usually, Philadelphia pennies don't have mint marks, but this variety has subtle differences in the design and striking process. Check the obverse, that's the front side, for the image of Lincoln. Look for unusual details in Lincoln's profile, like sharper features or slight doubling of the letters dot on the reverse. Look closely at the wheat ears. This penny was still a wheat penny, and sometimes the no mint mark variety shows a slightly different wheat design or double die effects. Weight and color matter too. It should be a copper alloy, about 3.11 grams. If you think you have a penny that fits this description, it's worth getting it appraised professionally. Some collectors have paid as much as $1.6 million for pristine examples. Yes, a penny worth more than a luxury car. After all, millions were minted. The key lies in rarity and collector demand. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint normally don't have mint marks, so the 1963 penny without one is common. But the few coins with slight production errors or unique features, such as a missing mint mark combined with minting anomalies, are incredibly rare. Coin collectors and investors prize these for their scarcity. Plus, Abraham Lincoln pennies hold a special place in American culture. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are historically significant, in excellent condition, and especially rare minting errors like this. To give you a sense of just how serious collectors are, there was a famous sale where a 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny sold for over $1.6 million. This wasn't just any penny. It was in perfect condition, graded by professional coin grading services as virtually flawless, with that rare no-mint mark anomaly. Imagine holding a penny worth that much. For many people, it started as just a coin found in an old drawer or inherited from relatives, proving that sometimes the most valuable treasures are right under your nose. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage its value. Take clear, high-resolution photos from both sides. Compare your coin with trusted images online or in coin catalogs. Get it graded and authenticated by a professional coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. This confirms authenticity and condition. Consult a reputable coin dealer or auction house who specializes in rare coins. Finally, be patient. Selling a coin like this takes time and the right buyer willing to pay top dollar. Remember, even a small difference in condition or verification can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars difference in price. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1963 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth up to $1.6 million or more. If you're sitting on old coins or inherit a collection, don't overlook pennies. Sometimes, the smallest coins hold the biggest fortunes. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with family and friends who might also have valuable coins hidden away. Got questions or want to share your coin stories? Drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. We're diving into the story of the 1962 D. Lincoln penny with the D mint mark, and why coin collectors across the world are paying big bucks for rare examples. So, if you're someone between 30 and 70 who's found old coins in drawers, boxes, or inherited a coin collection, this could be your golden ticket. Stay tuned. Not every 1962 D penny is worth $1 million. Some are common, worth only face value, but a few rare varieties and error coins have stunned collectors with auction prices soaring into the thousands. And yes, rumors and legends say one sold for over $1.4 million under the right circumstances. Claims of $1.4 million are mostly based on rare errors, mint condition examples, and collector hype. But real value is out there. Let's dig in. In 1962, the United States Mint struck over 1.7 billion pennies at the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the year on the obverse side. That's Lincoln's portrait side. This coin was made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, and features the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While most 1962 D pennies are common, coin collectors today hunt for certain error varieties, proof-like conditions, or off-center strikes that dramatically increase their value. Where Lincoln's face, the date, or the words look slightly double-dot when the penny wasn't properly aligned in the press. A bite-like chunk missing from the coin. These types of errors can sell from $50 up to $5,000 depending on severity and condition. Coins with absolutely no wear, still shiny, with a strong strike. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC assign these grades. A perfectly preserved 1962 D penny in MS 67 plus red condition once sold for $12,000 at auction. Some believe a 1962 D prototype or unique minting error sold privately for over $1.4 million. Though records are scarce, these legendary sales spark a gold rush among collectors. A regular 1962 D penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 to 10 cents. Around $15 to $60. Up to $5,000. One collector supposedly paid $1.4 million for a one-of-a-kind minting flaw combined with pristine condition and rarity. While that number is not officially confirmed by public auction houses, it shows the intense demand among serious collectors for rare Lincoln cents. Check for doubling, off-centering, or odd shapes. An authentic 1962 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Bright red pennies in mint state are worth more. Visit auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay. If your coin looks pristine or unique, have it graded by PCGS or NGC. They can help confirm if you have a fortune in your hands. Age alone doesn't guarantee worth. Never polish or scrub. This reduces value. Consult a coin dealer, auction house, or numismatic expert before listing. If someone offers to buy your penny for thousands without seeing it, be cautious. Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or at a coin show. Listed on trusted auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay. Include high-res photos. Store it in a coin flip or capsule to avoid damage. Research similar sales to price it fairly and avoid underselling. That tiny penny in your drawer could be worth more than you ever imagined. Could yours be the next $1 million find? Subscribe for more coin secrets, rare finds, and selling tips. Like this video if you learned something new today. And drop a comment below if you have a 1962 D penny or another old coin you want help with. Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. If you've got old coins lying around, especially a 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny with an S mint mark, you might want to check it closely. Why? Because one of these little copper coins is worth up to $1.40 million. Yes, $1.4 million. Stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down exactly what to look for, how to spot the rare one, and how you can turn your old coins into serious cash. The 1952 S Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in San Francisco, which is why it has an S mint mark just below the date. Over 137 million of these were made, so most of them aren't rare. But here's the kicker. Some versions of this coin are so unique, so rare. They've sold for hundreds of thousands, even over $1 million. So how do you tell if your penny is worth it? Great question. The ultra-rare 1952 S penny that sold for around $1.4 million had something very, very special. It was a proof error coin, struck on the wrong planchet in perfect mint condition, and graded as one of the highest quality examples ever seen. It was unbelievably well preserved, had a double die error, more on that in a sec, and was authenticated by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC. These errors make it incredibly collectible, especially to high-end coin investors. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, and the lettering like Liberty and In God We Trust. A blurry or doubled appearance is a huge red flag. And that's a good thing. If the image isn't centered, that's a minting error. These are very collectible. If your penny looks almost new, no scratches, no dullness, it could be MS65 or higher, which raises the value massively. Some rare 1952 S pennies were struck on silver or bronze blanks by mistake. These are extremely rare. A standard 1952 S penny in average condition, worth about 3 to 10 cents. A high-grade mint condition version, MS67, worth $100 to $400. And that one in a million variety with proof error and top grading, sold for $1.4 million at a major auction. You see, it's not just the date, it's the grade, the errors, and the rarity that add up to serious money. So, what do you do if you think you've got a valuable 1952 S penny? Don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the value. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for errors. Weigh the coin, it should weigh about 3.11 grams. Anything else might mean it's a rare planchet error. Get it graded by a trusted company like PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Visit a coin show or trusted dealer for opinions. You can even mail it in for professional grading, which will give you an official certificate of authenticity and condition. So, if you've got a jar of pennies at home, or maybe an old coin collection from your parents or grandparents, now is the time to take a closer look. That 1952 S wheat penny could be more than just a piece of history. It could be your retirement fund. In the comments, let me know what coins you've found or want me to talk about next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more coin value videos every week. We're diving into a hot topic, the 1977 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why some people say it could be worth up to $1.5 million. Is your old penny hiding a fortune? Let's find out together. First, let's talk about the 1977 Lincoln penny itself. It was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it has no mint mark. That's totally normal for coins made there before 1980. So if you have a 1977 penny without a mint mark, don't panic or celebrate just yet. That part is not an error. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, and it features Abraham Lincoln on the front with the Lincoln Memorial on the back. In circulated condition, it's worth just about 1 cent. Maybe 2 if you're lucky. But, so where does the $1.5 million rumor come from? Some extremely rare error coins from around that era, not necessarily 1977, have sold for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands. We're talking double dies, off-center strikes, and other minting mistakes. There are stories online claiming that a 1977 penny sold for $1.5 million. But be careful. Most of these are myths, clickbait headlines, or exaggerated listings on auction sites that never actually sold. That said, some 1977 Lincoln pennies have sold for real money, not millions, but hundreds or even thousands of dollars, if they have rare errors or are in pristine condition. Look for doubling in the date or letters like Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. If the design is not properly centered 10%, 20%, or more off, that's a collectible error. Clipped planchet. If the edge of the coin looks like a bite is taken out of it, it may be worth more. If your coin is in mint state condition, especially graded by PCGS or NGC, it could be worth $100 to $2,000 or more depending on the grade. It's not just the year, it's the condition and errors that count. Examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass to look for any unusual markings, doubling, or signs of errors. Compare with known error images. Go online and look at photos of genuine 1977 penny errors. Check condition. Is it shiny and crisp with no scratches or dents? Then it might be a high-grade example. Get it appraised. Use services like PCGS.com or NGCcoin.com, or bring it to a trusted local coin dealer for evaluation. Now, if you do have a valuable 1977 penny, where can you sell it? But only if you know how to list it properly. Trusted coin auction sites. Meet dealers and collectors in person. Use the American Numismatic Association's website to find one near you. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning lowers the value. Let the experts handle that part. So, is your 1977 penny worth $1.5 million? Probably not. But could it be worth hundreds or even thousands? Absolutely, if you've got the right error or high-grade condition. Always double-check before tossing your old coins. Even a small detail could turn a penny into a payday. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next treasure hunting episode. Did you know one tiny penny from 1968, yes, a regular-looking Lincoln penny, could be worth up to $1.4 million today? That's right. If you have old coins lying around in a drawer, it's time to take a closer look. In this video, I'll show you exactly which 1968 penny to look for, why it's worth a fortune, and how you can check if you have one sitting at home. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive in. The 1968 Lincoln cent features Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In 1968, the U.S. Mint struck Lincoln cents at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. Philadelphia didn't use mint marks at that time, so a regular coin from Philly will show nothing under the date, just 1968. But, and this is a big but, not all 1968 no mint mark coins are created equal. Most 1968 pennies are only worth face value. But in rare cases, we're talking ultra-rare errors, high-grade condition, or proof-like strikes. They can be worth thousands, even over $1 million. No mint mark error, possibly struck in San Francisco by mistake; rare double die on the front, visible on the date and lettering mint state or proof-like condition; graded MS67 or higher, if you see a 1968 date with a strong shadow or doubling effect, especially on the 8, L, I, and B in Liberty, you might be holding a double die. That's where the value skyrockets. Here's how to check your 1968 penny at home. That's step 1. Use a 10x magnifying glass. It should be about 3.11 grams if it's genuine copper. If you think you have something special, don't clean it. Send it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. Let's look at real sales. A 1968 no mint mark penny in near-perfect condition sold at auction for over $40,000 in 2021. But the rumored $1.4 million penny? That's a special case. One of a kind due to an extreme mint error and ultra-rare state. Even if yours isn't that exact coin, some 1968 pennies still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars, especially if they're mint state or error coins. That lowers value instantly. Look for doubling or errors. PCGS.com or NGCcoin.com, see what similar coins go for, or visit a local coin show. So, next time you see a 1968 penny, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a good look. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Drop them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on rare coins and collectibles. Did you know that a simple penny from 1981, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth up to $1.4 million today? That's right. And it might be sitting in your old change jar, coin album, or tucked away in a drawer. Hi, and welcome to the channel where we uncover rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in plain sight. If you're between 30 and 70 years old, and you've inherited old coins or collected a few over the years, this video is for you. The 1981 Lincoln cent looks ordinary, Abraham Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. You've probably handled thousands of them in your life. But one specific version is not ordinary. Let's talk about the 1981 no mint mark penny from the Philadelphia Mint. Sounds boring, right? Not so fast. Most 1981 pennies were struck with a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco if proof. But the ones minted in Philadelphia had no mint mark, and in some extremely rare cases, those pennies were struck using experimental transitional planchets. Blank coins meant for other years or made from special metal compositions. That's where things get exciting. A few of these 1981 no mint mark pennies were struck on brass planchets or had rare errors that make them exceptionally valuable. In one confirmed case, a 1981 no mint mark Lincoln cent with an extremely rare error sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million at auction. Why? Because it was a one-of-a-kind transitional error, authenticated and graded at the highest level. These coins aren't valuable because they're old, they're valuable because they're rare. And rarity plus condition equals serious money. No mint mark below the date, unusual color or metal tone, thicker or thinner than normal, perfect or near perfect condition. Mint state, struck on the wrong metal, error coins. If your 1981 penny looks off, don't spend it, get it looked at before rushing to sell it online. Have your coin professionally graded and authenticated by services like PCGS or NGC. These are the gold standards for coin evaluation. Once graded, your coin can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even millions depending on its rarity. And here's a pro tip: avoid local pawn shops. They often lowball rare coin sellers. Instead, work with reputable coin dealers or auction houses like Heritage Auctions. If you've got an old jar of pennies in the attic or inherited a collection from a loved one, take a closer look. That small copper coin might be life-changing. Subscribe to this channel for more hidden coin secrets, and drop a comment if you've got a 1981 penny. I might feature it in the next video. We're uncovering the story behind one very special penny, the 1970 D Lincoln 1 cent with a mint mark D. Believe it or not, some of these coins have been valued at up to $1.5 million. That's right, $1.5 million. So, if you have one of these in your collection, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. First, let's get some background. The 1970 D penny was minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for, as part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in production since 1909. These pennies are made mostly of copper, and during the late 1960s and early 70s, millions were produced every year. So why is the 1970 D penny so special? Isn't it just another penny from the 70s? Well, here's the catch. The 1970 D small date variety, particularly in proof condition, is exceptionally rare. In fact, only a very few were ever produced or have survived in perfect condition. Collectors and experts value coins based on rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 1970 D penny ticks all those boxes for a select few coins. The key factors that make this coin worth potentially millions are: most 1970 pennies have a large date, but the small date is much rarer, especially from the Denver Mint. These are specially made coins with a mirror-like finish, struck with extra care for collectors, not for circulation. Coins graded as gem-proof or par 70 by grading companies like PCGS or NGC can command astronomical prices. In fact, there's a documented sale of a 1970 D small date proof penny in perfect condition that reached an eye-popping $1.5 million at auction. Now, here's the million-dollar question. How can you identify if your penny is this rare, valuable 1970 D small date proof? Make sure the penny has the D mint mark. Look just under the date. The small date has a noticeably smaller and thinner number 7 compared to the large date. Look for a shiny, mirror-like surface, unlike the dull finish of regular pennies. No scratches, dings, or wear. If it looks like it just came out of a mint packaging, it might be a proof. So if you find one, what should you do? Well, first, don't rush to spend or toss it. The value depends a lot on the condition and grading. Get it graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This grading can make or break your sale price. Many collectors and buyers won't pay top dollar without a certified grade. Once graded, you have options. Sell it through auction houses, coin dealers, or online platforms specializing in rare coins. Final tips for sellers of rare coins before you jump into selling. Here are some important tips. Know the coin's history and market price. Don't settle for the first offer. Only work with reputable buyers. If your coin is worth thousands or millions, protect it while in transit or storage. Closing, so there you have it, the fascinating tale of the 1970 D Lincoln 1 cent penny worth up to $1.5 million. If you think you have one of these gems, don't overlook it. It could be more than just a penny to you. It could be a life-changing find. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips and treasure hunts, and leave a comment if you have any questions about your own coins. Happy hunting, and keep those pennies shining. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and incredibly valuable coins you might have sitting in your collection or even in your pocket. The rare 1967 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this humble penny can be worth over $1.4 million. Stick with me as I reveal why and how you might just turn that old coin into a life-changing payday. Show the coin, close-ups of details, historical photos of Abraham Lincoln, minting process images. The Lincoln penny is a staple of American coinage, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, billions have been minted. But amidst all those pennies, there are a handful of rare errors and variations that collectors absolutely crave. One of the rarest and most valuable among these is the 1967 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Normally, pennies minted outside Philadelphia carry a mint mark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But in 1967, a small number of pennies were mistakenly struck without any mint mark at all. Diagrams showing mint marks on pennies, footage of coin minting machines, photos of error coins. Here's the deal. In 1967, the Philadelphia Mint was the main producer of pennies, and normally, pennies from Philadelphia don't have mint marks at all. But the 1967 penny was supposed to have a D or S mark if minted elsewhere. What makes the no-mint mark penny so rare is that most coins from this year were produced with the proper mint marks. Only a tiny fraction, estimated to be just a few thousand, escaped the minting process without the mint mark. That's why collectors go crazy over these pennies. And because of their extreme rarity, some examples have sold for as much as $1.4 million. Close-up of a real 1967 no-mint mark penny. Side-by-side comparison with a normal 1967 penny with a mint mark. So how do you know if you have this rare penny? First, look closely at the front or obverse side of the coin. Normally, if it's from Denver or San Francisco, you'll see a small D or S near the date. If you don't see any mint mark at all, it could be one of the rare 1967 no-mint mark pennies. But be careful. Some coins might look similar due to wear or cleaning. The key is condition. The highest value pennies are in uncirculated or near mint condition, with clear details and no damage. That's why professional grading by experts can make a huge difference. Footage of coin appraisal, people examining coins, auction scenes. Now, if you found a 1967 no-mint mark penny and think it might be worth big bucks, what do you do next? Don't just toss it in a drawer or sell it to a random buyer. Here are some tips to maximize your coin's value. Get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A top grade can significantly boost your coin's price. Do your research. Check auction results for similar coins. Coins in mint condition have fetched over $1 million. Consider an auction house that specializes in rare coins to reach serious collectors. Avoid quick sales to pawn shops or online marketplaces where you might get pennies on the dollar. Remember, patience and knowledge are your best friends when selling rare coins. To wrap it up, that old 1967 Lincoln penny in your collection or jar might be worth way more than you think. Potentially over $1.4 million if it's the rare no-mint mark variety and in excellent condition. If you want to unlock the true value of your coins, start by examining them closely, get professional opinions, and be smart about where and how you sell. Have you ever found a coin you suspected was rare or valuable? Share your story in the comments below. I love hearing from fellow collectors. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more treasure hunting tips and coin valuation secrets. We're diving deep into a fascinating story about a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth over $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 1980 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you're 30 to 70 years old and you've got old coins lying around, this video is must-watch because this little penny might just change your life. Let's get started. So, most of us grew up seeing Lincoln pennies in our pockets and piggy banks. Nothing special, right? Well, not always. The 1980 Lincoln cent with no mint mark is a coin shrouded in mystery and incredible value. First, let's break down what a mint mark is. Mint marks are tiny letters stamped on coins that tell us where the coin was made. For Lincoln pennies, the common mint marks are D for Denver and S for San Francisco. Coins without a mint mark were typically minted in Philadelphia. But here's the catch: the 1980 penny should have either a D or no mint mark at all. But the 1980 no mint mark penny with no mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint, in some rare cases, was mistakenly made or has special characteristics that make it extremely rare. Now, here's the exciting part: this penny is not just rare because of its mint mark. Some of these coins have unique errors or variations, like double dies, misplaced dates, or unusual strike features, that can skyrocket their value from mere cents to millions. You might be wondering, how does a penny become worth $1.6 million? Well, rarity plus demand plus collector interest equals high value. Coin collectors around the world hunt for these rare Lincoln pennies because they represent a piece of history and an investment opportunity. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909 and is one of the longest-running U.S. coins. The 1980 version marked an era of transition and modernization in coin production. Errors from this period are rare, making them prized finds. If you happen to own a 1980 no mint mark penny with these rare error features, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. But before you rush to sell, here are some things to keep in mind. Condition matters. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state condition fetch higher prices. Get your coin authenticated by a reputable coin grading company. This confirms it's genuine and details its value. Avoid selling too quickly. Research and get multiple offers to maximize your return. Also, watch out for counterfeit or fake rare coins. Scams exist, so be careful who you trust. Experts say that the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny with certain error traits is one of the rarest modern coins and can fetch over $1.6 million at auction. A staggering amount for a coin that looks like it's worth just 1 cent. So, if you or your family have old coins lying around, especially Lincoln pennies from 1980, take a closer look. That little penny might be your ticket to a life-changing sale. Remember to authenticate, research, and consult experts before selling. We're diving deep into one of the most surprising and valuable coins you might come across: the 2021 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Stay tuned to learn what makes this penny so special, how to identify it, and what to do if you think you've got one. Historical images of Abraham Lincoln, close-ups of the penny's front and back. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States. But what makes a 2021 D penny from the Denver Mint worth so much? It all boils down to rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Graphics showing a map pinpointing the Denver Mint and an image of the D Mint mark. The D Mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Normally, pennies from 2021 are common and worth just their face value, 1 cent. But there's a rare variant that's causing quite the stir in the numismatic community. Close-up shots of the error or unique feature, for example, double die, off-center strike, or any known rare feature. This penny's value skyrocketed because of a major minting error, specifically a die crack or double die effect, where the design on the coin appears doubled or distorted. Such errors are extremely rare in modern coins, especially pennies from recent years. Some experts believe the 2021 D penny error is one of the most significant in decades, which is why a single coin sold at auction for over $1.3 million. It's a testament to how even the most common coins can become priceless treasures under the right conditions. Step-by-step guide graphics, side-by-side comparisons between normal and rare error pennies. So, how do you know if you're holding the lucky penny? Here are a few key things to look for. Check the location below the date on the front. It should be clear and sharply defined. Look closely for doubled images on the date, Lincoln's face, or the words Liberty and In God We Trust. A noticeable die crack or raised lines that don't belong. Rare pennies with errors can sometimes have slight weight differences due to metal anomalies. If your penny matches these criteria, it's worth getting it professionally appraised. Montage of various famous error coins. Auction scenes. Error coins like the 2021 D penny become valuable because of their scarcity and collector interest. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin production process, maybe a misaligned die or a metal flaw. Collectors love these coins because they tell a unique story and are practically one of a kind. Plus, modern era coins can be especially valuable because the US Mint uses very strict quality control. So an era coin is a rare find. Step-by-step checklist on screen. If you believe you own a 2021 penny worth thousands or even millions, here's what you should do next. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Get a professional appraisal. Look for certified coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. Document everything. Take clear photos and notes about where and how you found the coin. Consider insurance. If it's really valuable, protect your investment. Find a trusted buyer. Avoid scams by dealing with reputable coin dealers or auction houses. So next time you find a penny, don't toss it aside. That little coin could be your ticket to a fortune, especially if it's a rare 2021 Lincoln penny with mint errors. If you want more tips on spotting valuable coins or selling your collection for top dollar, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Have you found any rare coins or valuable pennies? Drop your story in the comments. I love hearing about your treasure hunts. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins on the internet, the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and rumors that it's worth up to $1.3 million. Is it fact or fiction? Let's find out. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, the longest-running design in U.S. coin history. In 2016, the U.S. Mint produced billions, yes, billions, of pennies. Most were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not use a mint mark on pennies. So, if your 2016 penny doesn't have a letter under the date, that's normal. Some online articles and videos claim a regular-looking 2016 penny with no mint mark sold for over $1 million. Sounds incredible, right? Here's the truth. There is no verified auction, collector, or numismatic expert who has recorded a sale of any 2016 penny, no mint mark, for anything close to $1.3 million. It's likely misinformation, clickbait, or confusion with a different coin. There are rare 2016 pennies that sell for hundreds, sometimes even thousands, but it's all about these three things: a misprint, die crack, off-center strike, or double die can turn a common penny into a rare collectible. For example, a 2016 penny with a double die obverse. That's where parts of Lincoln's face or the lettering are doubled. Could sell for $50 to $500, depending on condition. High-grade condition collectors love coins in mint state, especially graded MS 66 or higher by PCGS or NGC. A perfect-looking 2016 penny in pristine condition. No scratches, full shine. Could be worth $10 to $50, and in rare cases, even more. Certified rarity. If you suspect a mint error or unusual feature, get it graded by a professional. Certification is key to getting real value. If it says 2016 and has no mint mark, that's normal from Philadelphia. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, cracks, or unusual coloring. The shinier and more flawless, the better. Use resources. PCGS Coin Price Guide, NGC Coin Explorer Bay sold listings to see what similar coins actually sold for. Get it graded if it looks special. Have it professionally graded before trying to sell. Take clear photos front and back. That can lower value. Contact a local coin shop or submit to PCGS or NGC for grading. Join online coin forums or Facebook groups to get opinions from Real. Collectors.so. Is your 2016 no mint mark penny worth $1.3 million? Probably not. But could it be worth $50, $100, or even more if it has an error or is in perfect condition? Absolutely. The key is education, observation, and certification. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips about valuable coins hiding in your pocket change, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out. And tell me in the comments, have you ever found a valuable coin in your change? I'd love to hear your story. We're talking about a specific coin that's causing quite a stir among collectors. The 1973 Lincoln penny with a mysterious MO mint mark. Some claim it's worth up to $1.6 million. Dramatic pause. Cut to coin close-up image. Host, it sound too good to be true? Let's find out. And stick around, because if you have a box of old coins at home, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, has been in circulation for over a century. But the 1973 penny is especially interesting. Most were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Show mint mark examples. No mark equals Philadelphia, D equals Denver, S equals San Francisco. But here's the twist. There's no official record of a 1973 penny with an MO mint mark from the US Mint. Zoom in on MO mark sample image. Where did this MO coin come from? And why is it being talked about as $1 million piece? The MO mint mark is rumored to stand for Missouri, but the US Mint doesn't have a facility there. So what's going on? Show a map of US Mint locations. Some collectors believe the MO mark might be the result of a private minting error, a misstrike, or even an altered coin. Others argue it could have been part of a test strike or a pattern coin that somehow made it into circulation, which would make it extremely rare. So where does the $1.6 million price tag come from? Show screen, headlines, and eBay listings. Several online stories, auction rumors, and social media videos have fueled this claim. But here's the truth. There's no verified auction where a 1973 MO penny actually sold for that much. In the coin world, value is based on rarity, condition, and demand. If a genuine, one-of-a-kind misstrike or test coin exists, it could potentially be worth hundreds of thousands, or yes, even over $1 million, but you need proof. Now, here's what matters to you. If you've got old pennies, here's how to check if you've struck gold. Look for rare mint marks. Unusual marks like double dies, off-center strikes, or misprints can add major value. Condition is king. A shiny, uncirculated penny with no scratches is worth far more than a worn one. Get it appraised. Use a trusted coin dealer, grading service like PCGS or NGC, or even a reputable auction house. Cut to screen showing PCGS website briefly. And remember, just because a coin says, sold for $1 million online doesn't make it real. Do your homework. With gold and silver prices rising, collectors are hungry for rare coins, especially ones from the 1960s and 70s. If you've inherited coins, or you've got an old coin jar from decades ago, now's the time to look. You never know. Your everyday penny might be a rare minting error worth thousands. To wrap up, the 1973 MO Lincoln penny is part mystery, part myth. Could there be $1 million penny out there? Maybe, but only a certified, verified coin will bring that kind of value. Let me know in the comments. And if you want help identifying rare coins, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos on top coins to sell in 2025.